Today on Gamer's Couch.
Ice Cool!
Hello! Happy Sunday, good morning, Happy New Year, all the good things to you.
We are back. You didn't get rid of us.
Sorry about that. We're here. Yeah. Welcome to all the new subscribers that came between last Gamer's Couch and this one to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy the format. This is husband Daniel, sweetest, coolest guy in my life.
That's a very small kind of conditional circle.
No, probably more the annoying board gamer in other people's life and weird, sometimes funny guy on the interwebs to all of you, I hope at least. My name is Sarah. I'm the artist behind Pinselgeschichten, owner of this channel, his wife, also board gamer. Pretty weird, so yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Let's do the good thing and film a lovely video about Ice Cool Honey. We decided we stay with pretty much the same format as we did last year, meaning rules and gameplay first and showing you a few rounds of playing. Then we talk about what we liked, not liked, have funny stories and experiences. And this time round, we can tease draw for initiative again.
Yay!
Yay! And I hope I remember correctly because I didn't look it up this morning. It's like, oops. Oops. Yeah.
I mean, you can...
I can tease it next week, actually, because next week is not...
You should do a post-tease, because once they went the video up for a draw for initiative, that we get to tease
Yes. And next week I can tease the one for the week after, because we have a bi-weekly schedule for this week, this year of not Gamers Couch. God damn it! Folks. Draw for initiative. Anyway... I need a bit of coffee, my love. Do you want to say anything before we go into rules and gameplay, or did I cover it all?
Do you want to say which game Draw for Initiative went up?
Oh, so I do the the post-tease early and the pre-tease in the end of the video?
On Wednesday, which depending, did you draw for Initiative?
Cold Express.
Cold Express. So if you like that or want to see Sarah's picture of that, it's on Board Game Geek.
And also on this channel.
In the video section.
And it's linked in the iCard because I'm so good.
In the Draw for Initiative Geek list.
Yeah, you can find it. You cannot escape us, like you said.
Now, let's get back into Ice Cool, which
I'm freezing.
Is certainly a pun on high school if you haven't figured it out yet. The game is for 2 to 4 players. It is certainly a family game. We didn't want to tax ourselves too much with heavy games in the first video of the year 2017 of our Lord, the Great Gaming, whatever. So...
The Gaming Meeple. Lord Gaming Meeple?
I don't think that's...
We have to make something up.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
I should have prepared a funny clip there, but I didn't... Come on, it's the first video of the new year. Don't expect us to go really high note.
He was on vacation.
We need a comedy arc, so we actually start very low today. So,
good thing.
To play Ice Cool. We are little penguins going back to school. In fact, we don't like being at school except for the free fish that we get from the canteen. So, during this game, what we actually try to do is to sneak around school, pick up some fish to, sate our hunger, and who has the most fish, or actually the most valuable fish at the end of the game, wins the game. Although in any group there's someone being the deterrent, as in this game where one of the players for each round will take the job of the hall monitor, or if you're in a country like ours, in Germany, you don't have something like that, it is substituted with the janitor, the bad guy on the floor that prevents all the fun from happening. This game is a dexterity game, so it is... For me, more luck involved than anything else. For others, it is more a game of skill than of actual luck. This is playable for humans, age 6 and older, but not quite dead yet, because you still need to be able to move to do something. And the designer is Brian Gomez. So, since I will be I hate fun, I will start as the janitor. My first job is to place my guy somewhere in the kitchen. That is this area here. And I can place myself somewhere within this red border. And let's say I just want to go there. Sarah, being the first pupil, and she has her little student's pass. There's a name I cannot read.
Hold on, I'm going to help you out. Maura Johnson.
Okay.
Jones. Sorry, Jones. Maura Jones.
So while Sarah's job is to go through this entire school and pick up the fish that are between the doors here, my job is to catch her. So I just need to touch her penguin with my penguin, and the result is the janitor takes the student's pass off that student, which will give me points at the end of the turn. Whenever you try to pass through one of the doors, you need to go through in one movement. If you get stuck, you have to move back to either side, but getting stuck would not give you any of the fishies. So if you want a fishy, you have to start from this side and go through this side in one turn, or the other way around, obviously. So, since this is a dexterity game, you will now see something unprecedented for this video.
Did you close your pants? Are you zipped up and everything?
We will stand up, and luckily for you, this will now switch over to the other camera. So you don't have to see us.
Yes. But maybe, if we look good, I will have us in a tiny little screen on the upper part.
I see. Don't talk so much. Show me your schnipping stuff, which is your first German lesson of this year.
I'm a cool dancer.
Now, there's some technique involved in
the schnipsing.
In this game. Mostly, this is getting more difficult because we have now camera equipment and lights around the table, which makes my life incredibly miserable for this. So I'm trying in the most awkward of positions to get through here.
You should see this, folks. It's awesome.
So the manual does actually...
What?
Yay!
No!
And I got my first student's pass. Now...
I don't like
happened?
you.
So this is different for the 2-player game than for 3 and 4 players. You would just continue with 3 and 4 players trying to get the other students' passes to end the game. In the 2-player version, the person who just lost the student's pass goes back to the start and moves on from there.
Can you please move a slight bit to the left? I need my space to schnicks. Let me at least get one fish.
If one of us happens to be too close to a wall, or the way we do it here is, if someone is beyond the red line, you may always move them back to the red line. Oh no, that's a classical move by me.
So I'm outside the red line, so I can move in to the red line. Now it's going to be difficult not to hit the lights.
Not bad. So what we do now is we take the yellow fish off the door. So this door does not grant a fish to Sarah. Also, from the stack of fishy cards, she gets a card. Now, this card is drawn in secret because a player may spend 2 of these 1 cards that show the ice skates to play another turn. This also goes for the janitor hall monitor dude. So technically, if I had 2 of those, I could also try to get them. So let's see if I can make the impossible happen and catch her a second time.
No, but you're positioning yourself in a way that I very likely touch you before I get my second fishy.
You want your penguin move?
Pangwang. Yes, please.
To the red line. Okay.
Oh God, I'm too small for this world. No, Nani.
Well, not bad.
Yes.
So another
Today is a good day.
Another way this game ends.
Now I withdraw secretly.
If a player captures all his fishes.
I'm now having the case that I drew a second one.
Okay.
So I would like to proceed and...
So you're spending those 2? And
yes, I want to go...
Get another turn?
Yes. Where are you? You're there. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. I did curse. I'm sorry, folks.
This is a family game with family language.
I'm sorry, folks. I have to get used to not cursing.
Since
again.
I'm the evil guy, I will now try to stay close to the door, which obviously isn't easy, as you can
But
see.
you made such a nice curve. I'm impressed.
I'm the master of curve.
Yeah, master of disaster.
Ooh,
Almost.
Now, this will be very difficult for me from this side of the table. So,
Maybe you just like me and you're not gonna... Please.
no!
You like me. Oh, da-da-da-da. Last fishy.
So, last fish gets removed. With this ends the turn. Sarah gets another fish card, and at the end of the game, the hall monitor or janitor gets as many fishing cards as he has student passes, so I get 2 cards. Now, if the game were over, we would reveal our cards. In this case, I would end up with 3 points and Sarah with 1 point, which would give me a win. However, you play so that every player is the hall monitor once at least, which I think captures entirely how this game works.
And now you can see the faces instead of the stomachs and the boobs.
So just for your notice, the scoring stack only continues cards value 1 to 3. And obviously these haven't been shuffled.
They're pretty okay here. You did set up, honey. You did set up.
And I didn't shuffle. And that's the game. I mean, it's a family game that is entirely comprehensible for 6-year-olds and younger.
Older.
I think some younger than 6 years might also be able to play this.
As soon as you can read numbers.
The manual is actually way more comprehensive or way more in-depth than it needs to be, even trying to teach you a couple of techniques how to move the penguins around, and then also explaining like what happens if you get stuck in a door, what should you do, or what happens if you fly off the board, and yes, that happens. And there's even a trick shot video, so if you hold your QR code able camera close enough, you might be able to see them.
So yeah, that was a very quick first section.
Yes.
And now we can hop into the next one, my personal favorite one, likes and dislikes. So, do you want to start?
We can alternate this time. So
this time, okay.
One thing I like about this is something you actually already mentioned. This is a very quick game. It's almost close to being a filler game, which is with these dexterity games, I think a good thing. If you're looking for something more involved, I would relay you to a game like Catacombs, which adds more like RPG elements with leveling up and more rooms, different movement patterns, which make things more interesting. But if you want something just to have everybody run around the table for 20 minutes, this is perfect for that. Yeah,
and it's all, you can play this with younger kids. I think Catacombs, you have to be a bit older than 6 years. So you can start the younglings even earlier with this one.
And the nature of these penguins. And
it's just very, very sweet. I like the theme of the high school with the penguins.
You mean the high school?
Yeah, I mean, it's like... definitely the theme doesn't carry a lot in this game. I mean, it's dexterity, you schnicks around, that's that. But I like the setting that they put this game in. The artwork and everything in these boxes here is super cute. There's lots of blackboards with biology class of fish and... dolphins and whales and whatnot. It's very cute, so I like that a lot. And it's, like you said, it's a filler game. And if you're not in the mood for, I don't know, a card game like maybe Love Letter or whatever, but you want to, after dinner, run around the table to, well, get the belly moving and digestion running, well, this is a nice opportunity to put that on the table while you wait for the other players to arrive, and then have the heavy game that is very difficult, like Kingdom Death, maybe. So I really like that it doesn't...
Another great kids game.
You know, some dexterity games, they in my personal view, for my taste, they overstay the welcome. And this is one of the games, since it is so short and so fast played, that it doesn't. It's more like it's 10 minutes or whatever, how long we took for a round. And for two people, that's like, super short.
Clearly, this takes longer the more players you are playing. But
if you have a good janitor, it's still 10 minutes.
It's a good filler game for that. And that said, since it's only 2 to 4 players, that's pretty much also the range I would count for filler games. So.
Yes, because for other people it might be a filler game, meaning between two heavy ones. But for us, it would be a game waiting for the whole group to be together. Yeah. So since we have a group of 5 people, when we have the regular gaming group, up to 4 means, we can play this while we wait for the other people to arrive and already have some fun if people are at the house already. So.
Alternatively, I can see this being brought out at a party, something like if you're playing Rampage or Terror Maple City, as it is called now. This is something you could set up and then people could join and play a couple rounds, and that should work out. So.
Hold on. One thing style-wise that I adore a lot is the way the game is put together. These boxes here stack into each other and are the bottom of the gaming box. So you don't have any...
This is the gaming box.
This is the gaming box with more boxes in there. So I really like that you just stack them together. They fit neatly, and it's... it's a spacious game on the table, but once you put it away, you don't have to fold anything.
It's smaller than most board games.
Yeah, so you just put the fishies there to hold the boxes together. Ta-da, that's that. It's set up super fast. It's played super fast, and it's very, very ecologically and sweetly put together for just the way the box is arranged.
As you can see, there's some extra fishes that are just there to hold everything together. I think this gets bonus points for
being cute,
inventive, and practical insert, because this is kind of the insert. Another thing I like about this, apart from the artwork, and you probably might want to switch to the other camera. Let's take the front.
Do this camera.
I like the cute comic style. Another thing I like about this is that each character comes in a male and female version. So if you're playing with kids and they can just pick they just argue about the color they want to pick, but you can play whatever gender you want to play, which is pretty nice. So there's no...
Also, the hall passes also come with a male name and a female name and the pictures. It's a lot of detail in such a simple game.
It's a nice thing, but I think that's something that does make it actually family friendly, apart from just the gameplay and the artwork involved.
Yeah, so shall we rate and then talk about the funny stories?
Sure.
Or do you have anything to add? I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
I already said the manual is actually more in depth than it needs to be, but it's
I like that they had information on how to schnix the penguin if you want to achieve a certain thing. I like that.
A lot of German words.
Sorry, what's schnixing? What is that? Post-edit Sarah, please add the word somewhere on the screen. Maybe in a thought bubble on my head or his.
Flicking.
See, it's so similar.
There's your English lesson of the forget.
So
no, I don't have anything else apart, as you already said, the dimension of this box. If you're seeing this is how it ends up to be, which is it looks probably bigger on the camera, but it's a fairly small and thin box.
It's about 45 by 30 centimeters or something like that.
The wooden pieces are great. Actually, these penguins are also pretty good. So these have metal or lead in the bottom or something that makes them stand up automatically. These are pretty good to use while flicking. At first I was like, there's probably more chance, but you can pull off some pretty cool trick shots.
Like you saw earlier. I'm just saying, you were really neat in this curve here.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
There we go. Two thumbs up. Solid thumbs up.
Yeah, there's I would easily recommend this to adults and children and families, and even if you don't have a family, as soon as you
Buy one.
you might want to have 3 or 4 players rather than 2, but even for a quick 2-player game, this is fine. And if I would think myself back to being a kid, just the physicality of this, having this 3D setup and actually flicking stuff around is something that would probably stay with me for a long time in my memories as a positive thing. So that is a very complicated way of saying I pretty much would have loved this as a kid.
Which reminds me, I do have a memory like that from my childhood. The soccer flicking kind of game. My brother and I played that so often, so much, and I still have very nice memories of that. So I guess if we ever play this with our niece and nephew, they will have maybe a good memory of that game too.
Yeah.
So let's hop into the last section, funny stories and experiences. So we've been playing this game a couple of times, and we tried it out, and then we said, we gotta play that with the parents. Definitely.
Those old folks need to get some movement into their lives, so let's have them run around the table for all evening.
So one evening first we played with your parents. So we had them over for dinner and board games, and in our house it's tradition to always have dinner first and then play. So I don't want to run to the kitchen and be interrupted. I got to do some cooking and then I want to play. No. My rule is dinner first and then we can play. So we've been pretty filled up with the bellies, and when we said, okay, let's run around the table for a time and play this game. First, they were, until you brought the game out, they were kind of irritated, like, what the heck are we supposed to do now? Oh, no. And maybe they thought one of those silly party games that was so popular in the 90s, but no. They had a lot of fun. Your mom was pretty good. And she schnicked with quite some force. It was like...
We almost had some new entranceways in this setup.
But she did so well. It's like, oh my gosh, she was doing, I don't know, the... Antarctica drift in the ice. Cool, pretty much. It's impressive. And as per usual, your daddy, we bicker and we tease each other all the time, his dad and me. So I'm in the little black book. It's like bad daughter-in-law. And of course, he was the hall monitor, and guess whom he tried to get first, and he was very successful at that. He didn't really put much effort into catching the others. Then it's like, I got her. It's good. It's like things like that. They're teasing each other like all the time. So that was a lot of fun.
That's also something that I would say elevates the fun part of this game if you're playing with 3 or 4 players. In fact, if you hit the hall monitor by accident, you still have to give them your student's pass. Or if you move someone else into the hall monitor by just hitting them and flicking them over, that also counts. But the same goes for the fishes. So everybody is crowding up in front of an entrance and blocking that, and you're super annoyed from that. It's like, learn to flick.
Yeah, things like that. We were never stuck in the doors.
No, never. And the game is a little bit of an ass, because there's between those doors you may see that there's a gap in between, and the doorways are actually just small enough so that these figurines don't exactly fit through. They have to go like this
at an angle,
and that means that they will very unpredictably do something else on the other side. So I'm pretty sure that was on purpose, and shame on you, whoever made that decision. But
good, very good. No, well done. But it was actually the door getting stuck in there and stuff like that was in the game with my mom. We had that a lot. So she is also pretty
weak,
good at the dexterity game, so she can do the flicking.
Oh no.
She got us stuck in the
doors.
In the doors. Not herself, us. So the two of us. She for once she didn't play for me, but
just by sheer presence.
Yeah, like, but she had so much fun. Oh, again, it's a lot of fun to see grown-up adults, especially parents, running around like little children around the table, like, woo, I gotta play now. It's a lot of fun. Also with the gaming group, it was a lot of fun too, but there was more bickering, like, it's like, how can I get you stuck in there? More the strategy, at least talking, not while playing.
Will I try to get the fish, or will I try to murder you by flicking that penguin into your eye?
Yeah, exactly. So that's a different kind of being enjoyable. But if you have some maybe sarcastic people that you could play it with, do it. It's a lot of fun when you have the right group. At least we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
a lot.
So again, I'll wholeheartedly would recommend this for a really nice, cool start into the new year. And I think that's it.
Yes, since I don't have to tease a new draw for initiative, that's going to be coming up next week, I have to remember. And then I have to remember that I need to look up what game's going to come out. I'm complaining on a very high level here, I know. Whatever. So let's close up the video. And
if you haven't done so, as I said, there's geek lists on Board Game Geek highlighting all the videos we did, and for some odd reason, that's actually quite a lot by now. If you want to check out some of our older videos, and we'll see you latest next week. Yeah, here again. Sunday. With a new game that we have to unearth from our shelves somehow. We will find some. Maybe. Actually, we have our eye on something already. I don't. But you did not when I said, shall we do Ice Cool first and then this and this game? No, you nodded. No, I was just a slight random tremor. Oh, nodding off. Yes. Oh, misinterpreted that. So you will have to check out the next Talk O'Clock next Saturday to find out what we're going to have on Gamers Couch, because there I always tease what we're gonna be filming on the Saturdays. So my dears, have a lovely weekend. Take good care. If you have any questions, comments, leave them as per usual in the comment section below. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We would love to have you as a subscriber and watch our weirdness every week. Take good care. Happy Sunday. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Kermit the penguin. Penguin. Did you know that? That's not the word. Did you know that Cumberbatch cannot say penguin? Did you know?